Hi friends, today we're making Model Magic ice cream cones. This is the paper that has the size that your cone should be and also an area where you can brainstorm your ideas. There's two ways you can do this. You can use my primary colored Model Magic or you can use white Model Magic and make it your own color with markers. So we're going to start with the cone. So I'm adding brown to my white. I'm folding it up like a taco and then I'm kneading it together to get all the color mixed in. I don't really like it. I think it's too light. So I'm going to repeat the process. So if you want your color to be darker, just do that a few times. And don't put your hands directly on top of it because then the marker is going to get all over your hands. Do I like that color? I did it one more time to make it a little bit darker. So now I'm getting the shape that I want for my cone. I'm using that template. You can also use a ruler. I use the ruler as a knife to cut off the edges and smooth it down. That looks pretty good. So now you're going to think about what flavors or what colors do you want for your ice cream. And because ice cream is in organic shape, you can't really mess this up. It can be any shape. It can be a melted ice cream. I wanted one layer to be blue, so I added the blue marker. I'm putting it on top. This was a pink that I already made. And I think I'll do one more layer. I wanted to see what would happen if I added yellow to this pink, but the color was too similar to the cone and the other pink. I didn't really like it. I decided to switch back to white. And what other colors do I have? Green, gray. I'm going to go with yellow because it can be like a lemon flavor. Putting that one on top, and now you can think about your toppings and what shape you want them to be. I used some of my leftover clay to make little tiny spheres, and I pushed them into the white clay so that they would look like chocolate chips. I wanted to see if I could make kind of like a whipped cream on top. So I rolled this out into a coil and then I'm going to try to, I don't know if I love it, but I already pressed it onto my clay and it's really hard to separate it. So I'm going to leave it. It's supposed to be whipped cream on top. This, I was thinking of doing like a coil, almost like a Cinnabon, but I didn't like how that looked either. So I'm going back to white and I'm going to make little sprinkles, maybe like white chocolate sprinkles. So for the cone pattern, I should have done this in the beginning, but you can use your ruler or anything kind of sharp to give it that cone pattern. And then the very last step would be to put your initials on the back. And then next time you guys come, we're going to add a magnet to the back so that you can hang it up on your fridge. So you have the sheet that you should be brainstorming on before you start. And there's your example of the ice cream. Ta-da!